Anyone?
Take control of our world. When we feel out of place.
Hey, welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Divided.
There are always repercussions.
Do we have what it takes?
You boys hear me?
All right, I'm going in.
To be heroes?
What we're doing here could change things forever.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
We celebrate who we are.
Welcome, welcome, everybody. This is Gamescom 2020. They're doing the stream this time.
The future of games.
But they're gonna reveal, like, they're gonna show, they said they're gonna show some existing updates. They're gonna show them.
Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Keighley and welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020. Now this year, Gamescom games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of
Fall
Before
Guys
we start, I want to acknowledge and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you why you love to play games. And with that, we're going to move on to our first game. And joining me is Dan Vondrak from Raven to tell us about the game.
Dan Vondrak? Is he Dan Wonderhard? He means...
Dan, how you doing?
Nah, he's someone else.
Good, Jeff. Thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project for us to work on. From nearly the beginning of development, we knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the pillars built the Black Ops franchise: deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, some familiar faces, so, you know, Woods, Mason, like, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops game?
Yeah, I don't
It's a direct
get it.
sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
They are familiar faces, but with not so familiar voices.
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason and seeing how all those personalities mix with some of the new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981, and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
Now, one thing that I'm really excited about this is your game. Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Give us storylines and... You know,
one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops through. That starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. Towards the end, will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
How many, though?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That was one of the big, with our story and with these features, we love paying homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh yeah, I remember the numbers. All right.
Welcome everybody.
We are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a Switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us.
What are you gonna zombies. Zombies.
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
Here we go.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968, the Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, the CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus.
Dude, the graphics look
We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler.
Yeah, Ross
He's one of the few
character
people
that
even
we
come
got.
close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are
Yeah,
gonna
fucking
die. Why do you
would.
say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world.
That's the president.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
It's likely illegal if the press gets a hold.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor.
That you can see what's been through.
And
some
while
tough
few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know.
Nice. That was sick. But I want to see some gameplay, dude.
Tonight we have some new game announcements for you guys as well, including this one. A new Negman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death. Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious innate abilities to
Welcome
manipulate
everybody
the
who's
unseen.
new. Welcome
Check
to the
out
stream.
this first look.
How you boys doing? Yo, hello my boy, Arsham, how you doing? We decrease the quality or something?
Doom Eternal. Tonight we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1.
Welcome
Check
everybody.
this out.
Is it still laggy or not?
For some time now. I knew you were the moment you set foot in the room. Your gifts hold us now.
The Slayer has arrived. Please proceed with control, but assertive aggression.
Boys, is it still laggy or not? Let's see if it fixes it or not. "2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Oh,
Tonight,
BioWare.
Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste
What do you have
of
new
what's
for
next.
us, BioWare?
Casey, over to you.
Dragon Age Inquisition, and since the Age to are crafting this very special game.
Biofucking man.
I've been at BioWare for a really long time, so I've got to see it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people to a company of more than 300 people.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got
what's
hard-boiled
funny?
detective stories.
Dragon Age got
and of course,
the
it's
Game
all wrapped
Award,
up
probably.
in kind of a
I mean,
fantasy setting.
as they say,
You really feel like you're the
2014?
hero in the Dragon Age world.
And it's funny
you're
that I
saving
never
people.
even heard of this game, and I never
Dragon
played
Age
this
to
game.
me is
Dragon
a wonderful
Age.
world
What is
to
Dragon
play
Age?
in.
I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture. That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him.
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
I got good
Choice is a big part of what
sound
Dragon
actors,
Age is
voice
as a
actors.
franchise. The decisions you make can affect
It's really
change
funny
in
to
the
me
world.
that I never
Decision
played this.
making can
I've never
mean
heard about
that
this game.
a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to
We're not playing
the
something is
choices
one
that you
thing.
do make.
What I'm not even
I just love
knowing
the
about it is the
possibilities
other.
that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
The game looks fun.
To me, that potential every time. Next up, it's time for something special.
What do you got? Why you?
Great Scott! I
Oh!
think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future? Yeah, we know who you are, but what are you doing
Jeff,
here?
I did come back from the future to this precise Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
Oh!
And what exactly do you have to do with
You're right,
Surgeon
it's right.
Simulator?
You write it right
In the
now. Fuck.
mid-20th century, some friends of mine
Wanna
from the
launch it
Shire
right now?
University
At this moment in
invented
time?
a state-of-the-art medical training facility, otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training Program. Now, 70 years later, we train from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of, great Scott, this very moment.
Yes.
Tonight, I want
It
to
got
world
launched.
premiere a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have
I
already
mean, that's a nice way
completed
of
the course.
announcing a game.
So you're
to
saying
launch
a world
it.
premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos.
7. Their stream's getting lucky. I think mine's okay.
Where does this part go? Wait, there, we got it. He looks good as
Oh,
new.
you can play co-op now.
Bring it in here. We're dying. He's dying. Oh,
That's not right! My finger slipped!
Dude, looks so fun.
Jesus Christ! Put it back. Oh, he's perfect. We saved him.
Surgeon Simulator, only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
What's this? What you got? Don't tell me it's a new survival game. It looks like it could be a zombie game, yep. It is probably what game it is. Watch out, zombies coming. Oh. You know what it is. Whoa. Bridge constructing and the Walking Dead crossover. Yeah, he's kind of right. No one would have guessed that coming. This year. How about that? So all you Bridge fans
from IGN and Webedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Oh, I know them, I think. That's the rabbit, big rabbit, and the other one. Yep. The rabbit and the dog.
But even they could use some help.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff.
Hello,
What's up,
Sydney
everyone?
Goodman.
I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2. Huge
I mean,
congratulations.
IGN has.
Like I said,
their
IGN is going to
hands
be here
in
for all of
everything.
Gamescom with great shows such as the
Everything.
Gamescom
They
Studio.
just slip
Where you
into
can find me
everything.
and my co-hosts for all
Like the
day
biggest
long
gamer
games
reviewer.
content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show announcements, and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
On the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living is watched over by different factions, known as covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives.
Animated
Enjoy.
shorts. Does it mean I mean, it could not be possibly meaning animated, sure. That is kind of stuff.
Light, save my soul. Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul?
Retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion.
A bit laggy on the stream, hope you guys
trust our ways.
Hope it doesn't bother you that much, because I don't think there's anything that I can do with it. This is the best that I can do for now.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me. The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon. Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished? The moment he falls, we will claim him.
As I said, this is not my type of stuff, so I don't know what to say about it.
Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the Maw. Return him to the darkness he served. his eternal suffering awaits.
He did. And take your vengeance.
Shadowlands.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed that exclusive look
Fall
at
Guys
Bastion.
Season 2.
Now, we know many of you can't wait.
Is this it? From that cinematic, I mean that was cinematic, that short animated thing to this?
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Indie game? Does that count as an indie game? A new studio.
They have returned. They corrupted. Divided. Conquered. Until finally, the gates of the celestial realm were thrown open, made manifest. Unbound, unbroken, we will take back what the dead have ravaged.
My buddy Crash Bandicoot announcing Crash 4 It's About Time. And with the game coming in October, Crash, of course, had to come back for opening night live. So let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot. What? He's where?
You're wearing a mask. So wear your masks, everybody. That's one giant mask.
Poor Crash apparently didn't get the memo about Gamescom. But to tell us more about what we just saw, I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob. Lou, what did we see there with Crash and the Gamescom bot?
Apparently you saw him water that we are announcing here today.
Okay, so how do these flashback levels kind of play into the overall Crash 4 narrative?
Yeah, so the way that the flashback tape levels work is that they are kind of a peek back in time to the 90s when Neo Cortex was actually tested, and they're really hard, and they're really awesome, and they're super creative, and we can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge. So I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be sort of integrating?
No, players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object that they can pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach.
What other fun? So how are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms. Really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express.
Hello, welcome everybody. That's new. Welcome.
Kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. But then,
how you doing?
Narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in the games before.
Awesome. All right, well, Crash 4, it's about...
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right, well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
I have become terror.
What is this?
The unseen predator. A rupture.
This looks kind of sexy.
That obliterates without warning.
Look at the brutality.
Hordes of Enoch will fall before me.
Doubt it. It has to be some game that I don't know about.
But together, this entire planet will fear us.
Monster? I don't know.
The anomaly alters us, each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road, into the dark heart of creation.
It's really embarrassing that I don't know most of the game. Not most of the game. Like the games that I'm not interested in.
Whatever it
Why would I
holds,
even know about
whatever it takes.
So this is PvP/PvE. I saw them slit each other's throat as well. Outriders. A quick little...
Welcome to the Hyperscape. Enter a contender.
Yes. One.
Leave as a champion.
This weapon looks sexy.
This is it.
Oh, no way they brought that hack in. It's kind of like those mines in Titanfall 2. Then you throw it down and it just sucks the players in. Oh, I love that. Oh, no, dude. Let this be. No, not Bixby, you fucking idiot. Bixby just pops up. Captain Tsubasa.
Welcome to Necromunda. I can see you're new here.
You know, I really want
Let me
to
get
see,
you up to speed. The Underhive's known well. A sprawl
I
of
don't know.
humanity
What are they
suffering
gonna
away
have?
like
New
ants.
maps?
Deep
New
underground,
game?
where we ain't causing trouble but are rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm, and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin, and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners, and... Oh, makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda Under High Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with the medium.
Para o futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução obviamente gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of two in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
Game's name is Teardown. I mean, how he described it, I got hype, I got intrigued. But let's see. Okay, it's my. I see what you mean. This is Minecraft 2.0. Yo, boys, hello, welcome. We keep our comments English, so please. Go check it. This is Minecraft 2.0. It is kind of blocky, but with little blocks that get attached and makes environments. So we have fully indescribable environments. I mean, the game looks fun. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I don't think it were here when you mentioned it, but this is they made themselves. So it's an engine that they made themselves. So
Last year
everything
at
would
Night
be.
Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Play of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow.
So people had it for Nintendo, but it's coming 2 or 3 months from now.
Nice. All right, thanks.
Welcome everybody that's new. Welcome, welcome. Is that good for you? This is coming out a couple of months from now. I never played Little Number 1, so I don't know. I mean, when this comes out, I might play both. Dude, it seems to be co-op this time. Everything's going to the co-op genre, co-op way. Little hands, big hands. It was fun, huh? I mean, I've seen a couple of videos from it, but I never played it. Do you think it's co-op? Oh, 2021. This is next year. And why not? We get
Hall of
2K.
Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Mamma mia!
Oh, this is a Battleground one.
This is great! This arcade-style video game is over-the-top outrageous, with over 70 WWE superstars and legends brawling it out like never before. Oh no, hold on to your toupee, Mauro. Look out below.
WWE is LIT.
You know, I'm a little more old school than Mauro, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action.
It's a great evening for WWE action.
Oh, wow! Take that, Mauro! Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Mauro! The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride.
Mamma mia, what a move! Finish him!
Oh, no!
He just hit the snooze button.
How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're going to experience when you head to the battleground.
This is weird.
That's a big toy hammer.
I would buy anything from the man right now.
Rollins delivers the stop. What a night. What a night.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today.
Okay.
And brawl without limits.
Let me be. Like that man could hype you for anything.
Mamma mia! Oh, sorry, Mauro. I know that's your line.
Hello again. I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance.
How does
It
these
starts with
games
you.
get
What do you
rewards?
think?
They're not even out yet. You don't even give them a chance.
I'm the perfect shot.
The winner of Best Action Game is Star Wars Squadrons.
You count Star Wars Squadron as an action game.
This is gonna be close.
Like this is better than any Call of Duty? Yeah. Call of Duty Cold War? This is
The
gonna beat
winner
it?
of Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
I have no idea what this game is.
It takes two to save the world.
I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
Did not believe what I had witnessed. It was time for the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into five. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
Fall Guys Chapter
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy. We've missed those. In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check it out.
So you got single player and multiplayer. I mean, it's a flying simulator kind of.
Light
Well,
or
Star
dark,
Wars edition.
freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting.
But I never
to
liked
show the Empire
these
that
flying
we are
games.
not afraid.
Not a single
It
one.
was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new republic. However,
Did it
the
though?
Empire lives on, shattered
Did it
though
though?
it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing,
Welcome,
and you can be a
everybody
part
who's
of
new.
it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly.
Hi, I'm Suzanne
Star
Hunka,
Wars
narrative
Squadrons.
producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron. Hunt down this Starhawk and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloan.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles.
Nice, no, that VR is
You're
good.
the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
I mean,
Today,
it has a
we're
meaning.
giving-
On Project Starhawk. Your mission is to extract her to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorn. Once Thorn is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move!
Titan 3, take out those fighters. Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Not a big fan. I like Star Wars. I love
Each
it.
mission will immerse you into the
But
escalating conflict between the New
flying
Republic and the Shattered
shooting.
Empire. Debrief
Now
with your
attack.
squad mates between
Not
missions.
my type.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian abyss. The story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
It's coming out soon. Pilots wanted.
At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired
Is
The
Disneyland
Sims'
open?
latest game pack. Check this out.
I don't think they can close. No, no, no. Why do you have to mess everything with each other? Oh, it's ruined. Dude, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be fun. It has potential. You'll become a Jedi.
Yep, Sims.
Dude, it's for you. why isn't Kylo Ren as threatening as Darth Vader? He is nothing like him. They wanted him to be a little bit like him, but I don't think they succeeded. I mean, he's a little bit like him, but he's not as scary as him, not even near it.
The Skywalker saga is up, and as we
No.
move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2
Finally.
still to come, the reveal
still
of that,
to
which
come.
I can't wait. You might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles, and now they've added an absolutely all-star cast to the game. Here's a whole new look at 12 minutes.
All right, close your eyes.
Okay,
I want you to think of a flower. Look at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing. Moving backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud, unopened. Look at it as a whole, then silently repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall, a peek of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming as part of Gamescom
If anybody's
2020.
seen this
Check
stream,
this out.
Probably not, but if anybody's watching the stream, maybe years from now, I'm either dead or I've made it somewhere. That's a promise I'm going to make myself. I'm either dead or I made it to somewhere that I won. A couple of years from now, 2 years, give it 2 years.
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2. Wait until you see what the Mediatonic guys are up to, and so much more. But first, I'm sure you saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
Expand. Explore. Tear the veil asunder. Subvert new territory to our sovereign will. But that was what it wanted too. It raged unchecked through metal, bone, flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close. The final heartbeat approaches.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
But before we fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
So many many people have been discovering or rediscovering video games during lockdown, whether it be older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something together with their kids. And I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever, and as a result it's more important than ever that we keep making different interesting things for folk to play.
A pandemia pela qual a gente está passando tem sido um período difícil a todos. Então, nesse momento, eu acho que a gente precisa lembrar de mostrar mais empatia, demonstrar mais amor, mais carinho e saber que a gente vai sair dessa juntos. Vai ser difícil, mas isso tudo vai passar.
I hope everybody gets healthy and safely through this coronavirus time. Care about other people and wear your masks.
Jogos são, na minha opinião pessoal, a forma de arte mais incrível de se expressar. Eles englobam tudo: música, arte, escrita, e você tem a chance de controlar e vivenciar essas experiências você mesmo. É mágico. É maravilhoso. Jogos são puro amor.
But they're holding back onto Fall Guys. I am really curious.
Give me a second, I'm trying to select the appropriate weapon. Watch who you sleeping, them snakes all around, you know they connected. When I was a kid, my grandmama told me I can't go to heaven, so I stopped praying and asking for blessings and started preparing for my Armageddon. Got nothing to lose, I'm all in. Walking the edge, don't fall in. Enough of the lies.
Hello everybody, that's new. Welcome.
This is the place, this is the site. Grab all your people and log in. I'm waiting, don't care how long it's gonna take. Watching the wait for that first mistake. Don't come up missing. Just checking the list. I'm always aware of your current position. I just hold on to the perfect condition. Coming alive.
The stream's lagging again up there, and you guys have just seen the new Fortnite Battle Pass, the Fortnite season. Dude, it's crazy. They're doing stuff that no other game is even. They can't even do that. They brought Avengers, they brought Marvel people inside of it. That's crazy. And because they own, Epic owns Unreal Engine, they can make some crazy looking characters.
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you.
Christ.
Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Stasis, you're going to see a brand new look at that. Fall Guys Season 2 and Ratchet & Clank for PlayStation 5 and so much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction into the Salieri crime family. Check this out.
Like maybe 5 years old or something. I played with my aunt.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us.
The only thing.
You know what that is, Tommy?
Yo, Tommy.
They're loyal. That's right.
They're so sick.
One day you're busting your back doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat. And then next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
At least it tries to be. It tries to look good.
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys? Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't.
Hello, everybody. That's new. Welcome to the stream.
Now you stay straight with me. You're going to be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay, then. Welcome to the family.
Mafia. Some people are playing it. I've seen some
Next, we're going to introduce you to a
plays.
turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
A time loop that the infants in Black Ops. I mean, I get the concept, but I doubt it's gonna be fun. I doubt it's gonna be fun because the time they're going back in time, it would be more like another round starts. You gotta do the same thing again at the same map.
Action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga.
No,
the
like
entire series has been reimagined.
I've heard about this game that you can be. They talk. That's good.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That boy is our last.
Lego games are just they're pushing the boundaries.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
That's Rey. The typical Lego comedy. But I think it's gonna be a fun game.
We'll be with you always.
Punch it! Not him, the Falcon.
So be it, Jedi.
PS5. What about the Xbox Series X? There's no cover.
With more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before platformer, where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
Tonight. But I gotta pay for it. Oh. Struggling. Are there still people that enjoy these type of games? I think there has to be. I think there's still players that play maybe something like Happy Meals casual. Not occasionally, no, but casual.
Whoa.
What is this? I don't know what game it is, but they improved it at least. The footage is showing us to tell that it improved it highly enough. Yep. Definitive edition. A lot of things are now getting definitive editions. Mafia, Age of Empire. Oh, nice.
Where are we?
Nice.
We're near Little Hope.
The new chapter of the Dark Pictures.
Needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope.
The Man of Medan that we played. Do you remember? On the channel. What a fun time they were. Little Hope this time. Project Cars. But now,
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out, this new reboot of Assassin's Creed, so to speak, that was my first time getting into it, and I have put almost 400 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Holy
At the moment,
shit,
I enjoy to play
400!
Fall Guys with my
What
friends.
are you
It's
doing?
very funny, easy to learn, but hard to master.
Me where that's concerned, but I also still just casually binge Animal Crossing, and I've been doing that basically all year.
My Island is still a complete 10.
Never even watched the gameplay of Animal. Are not even out yet. How are you giving them apart?
Announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show.
What do you got for me?
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass.
For how long?
As we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people in the world that can bring us together, and I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers.
There are kind of millions
all right, well,
of
one
people
game planting a Gamescom force together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy. The first look at gameplay from Chorus.
What? Chorus? Fall Guys Season 2 is more important to them than the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. They didn't tease us for the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. They started the goddamn show with that. So a lot of people left after that. Which they could have just kept us waiting waiting for Call of Duty Cold War. But instead, they're making us wait and wait for Fall Guys Season 2. It's hilarious. Fucking
many crowns
Finally.
have you won? If one game has defined setting records and putting a much-needed
7 million.
smile on everyone's face,
copies
Fall
have been
Guys, I think,
sold
represents
only on
our industry
Steam.
at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and
Oh, I haven't
tonight,
finished Season 1's Battle
Mediatonic
Pass,
is about
though.
to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
The fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game is really
I got
blown
so
us
happy
away.
for him all of a sudden. Season 2 sneak peek. Oh, we got dinosaurs. Oh, that's a new map.
In Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages.
Nice.
Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the
Do
quest
they
for ultimate
remove-
game show glory.
The ones that are already existing? Or they just add these ones on top of those? Is Battle Pass gonna be free again? I hope so.
We hope you've enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then at Fall Guys Game on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
That's it. Nothing more. Just that.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand.
Wow.
And he's afraid to close his fist. I am not.
Are your labs holding up? I hope the stream hasn't been anywhere near kind of boring for you.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than
I'm
both
trying
of
my
the
hardest to
others
just
put
keep you
together.
entertained.
She's the only one who could actually run
Hope
Colorado.
I'm succeeding in it.
She's already tried once.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there.
Oh, that's a big spider.
Go back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
Who's she talking to? Wasteland 3. Wasteland. What do you spell that?
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchem completamente a conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento.
I mean, it's not wrong.
E é o mais próximo que a gente
You
pode
feel
ter de
connected to
experiências
people when you're
reais
playing online.
com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
At least
You
you're
get to
not just
travel all over the world in games,
alone.
which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and I kind of prefer it to the real Japan just because I've heard that in real life they don't let you run around with katanas.
I appreciate games a lot more than films, music, or whatever, and it's just fine for me to have the.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an
Is it
escape,
weird
it's
that I don't
also
know?
a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people.
Because I've seen a
You know,
boy
play
like
is a
that.
natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 or Ori, yes, it's definitely an incredible time now to be a gamer, yes.
Keep playing Last of Us 2 Part 2 on that.
Hey everyone,
Hello?
I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment.
Oh, Respawn.
When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we wanted to bring the series back to its roots. It's grounded in history, which tells emotionally authentic stories.
Are they releasing a new Medal
Peter
of
Hirschman,
Honor?
who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit. Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us at Respawn. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. And we could not be more excited to show the world the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
It's cool that it's in VR though.
I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you.
Dude, it's gonna be so fun in VR though.
Too.
Welcome to France, gentlemen. I lead the local resistance cell.
Ah,
Something big
it's
is
gonna be
happening
so
inside
good.
the
I really
Statoil
want a
cartels,
VR.
and we don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
No.
This war. But you really should stop. There is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
MP40, my favorite fucking gun. This is so sexy.
Be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
That plane instead of the plane looked a little bit too much to that World of War campaign. I've been playing Call of Duty missions, Black Ops missions again.
There are things as people I'm willing to sacrifice.
One
myself
little
for.
fact. Did you know? I mean, of course you would have known by now, but did you know Black Ops Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is a direct sequel before Black Ops 2 somehow? Oculus. I don't know why, but I really want to play this game.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman. Trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer. Soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that and almost about building that.
This is really close to your heart, and paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for.
VR is that I've spent we've known each other a long time. You spend much of your career trying to map natural human movements to a controller, and just figuring out things like making feel good, and one of the hardest ones is leaning. And in VR, you know how you duck, you just duck, and how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer experience, it just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the people playing those, after it comes out.
Wow. Well, definitely a year, right?
I don't have it.
Coming out holiday. So I mentioned it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that got our on to a whole new generation. Is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
The world was broken.
Props to you, man. I don't even want to watch this. Like Crusade. I know who you are, and I know you're not watching the movie, but
it isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used. but I am a battle mage. I have broken my vow, and now I fight to break free.
There is a slight chance and possibility that I pre-order Call of Duty, and now I'm a little bit exhausted. Not a little bit, but I'm exhausted. Oof, and I'm just scratching my eye. Not even a good term to use. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Was that Minecraft Dungeon? I literally have 0 viewers right now. We have Pete. I think somebody.
So many great games, and tonight we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
Of the greatest indie developers of all time.
サウンドはすごいわ、グラフィックは綺麗だわ、ゲームプレイも滑らかで満足いくものだわで、本当にすごかった。今回タリカンのコレクションが出るってことをとても嬉しく思っているし、これはまた当時みたいにみんなに見せて歩きたいなと思っています。
This was the first game that allowed me to completely fulfill my music. To this day, it's one of my
Hello everybody, that's new. Welcome.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th
Yeah,
with Beyond
boys, that
Light.
thing is finishing.
For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, Destiny 2, Beyond Light.
floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power.
If you are listening to me right now, you are a legend.
Is far from
Thank you for supporting me. Hope you guys are enjoying it. And the stream itself is a little bit boring. A little bit. Just a little tiny bit. But I'm trying my hardest, my absolute hardest to keep it entertaining. But for a fact, no, there's nobody watching right now.
Let them come. This is their fate. One after another.
I think we're having a little bit frame drops again. Just a little tiny bit though. So don't worry.
I have one more award to give out tonight, and that is Cyberpunk 2077.
It's not even out yet. Oh my god.
Of course, there are even more awards than the ones I announced tonight. So at Gamescom time to see the grand finale of the day that I hope.
Thank you very much. Wondering what will the next generation? Back in June, we saw the. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
No, no! We may still have time to put a stop to this.
This, it has good quality. But I don't understand the fact that they say these gens hardware. There's cool quality and all, but still. I think it could have been done with PS4 and PC. Of course, it's going to be doable money.
The train. Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
Dimensionator. You had Aether at the end of everything and you sound cool.
Soon, everything
the Footinator.
will be mine.
The bleeding noseinator.
Was that supposed to happen? Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have destabilized reality. The bridge is shot. There has to be another way across. The rifts appeared to react to your device.
I wouldn't argue. The fact that you can teleport.
This is worse than I.
It's Ratchet and Clank.
Sorry, my boys.
Let's get moving before he does.
What was that
anything else
Spider-Man
to break
game?
reality.
That was similar to this. I think they've done it with that, so it might have been possible.
Did Dr. Nefarious? Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing. That's what I'm afraid of. see what's new.
It's a fucking mayhem, but it looks
Away from Nefarious.
Dimensionator. You are Trashinator.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Do that, yes. We go from to reality to reality, to dimension, to one dimension from another. Gotta play as Clank.
Too late. Ratchet?
Who?
And that's it, I guess, for the Gamescom.
There was so the power of PS5 and the SSD. Let me ask you first, Marcus, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just pure horsepower and demand it lightning fast, like way faster than anything we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift, how does that work as you kind of play through the game? Are there certain
Yeah, so in the game time that you can pull.
So confident both of you say it. I like it. Now, let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part of PS5. I've had a chance to hands on with the controller, with the adaptive triggers and the
Ratchet and Clank game is a powerful arsenal of weapons, just exude a ton of personality. And the DualSense is sort of like, it feels like it was made for Ratchet and Clank, just because the haptics give us a whole new layer for the weapons. But when you throw, the haptics are expressive enough that every weapon feeling unique. We can actually use that as a super insert, which is a double-barreled shotgun. You can pull the trigger part of the way down until you hit resistance to fire enemies barrels to you right away. So there's a nice intuitive way of basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways to play better.
Plot-wise, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, you know, does
Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet and Clank. You can get into it and you'll understand it and you'll enjoy it. Characters and planets.
Is that something you're going to see like frequently in the game? Are there special moments? Like, I guess I'm curious, like how often you use that.
These anomalies all throughout the game.
I'm afraid
that's sort of reserved for special moments when you really.
I gotta say, it looks. I know you guys have confirmed she is playable in parts of the game.
Keep this one a little longer.
Do we get a number? The Ratchet games are always so much fun, and as you said, when you think of the power of SSD and the DualSense, everyone around the world wants to. Us, we'll see you later this year for the Game Awards 2020.
Okay, it's getting a little bit laggy and a little bit more. There was a little teaser at the beginning of the stream. I'm so tired. I gotta go to sleep, boys. So, have fun, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night.